Mr. Hunt.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. This is really good, Elizabeth. Is it in terms of sort of which region was most badly impacted? What was the most badly impacted region from the Just Stop Oil protests we've seen over the past few months?
Yeah, so the particular areas is Kingsbury, Esso Purfleet. So it's been around Essex and Warwickshire, but it has also been nationwide, but those have been a focus on the current ones. But
so east sort of eastern region is sort of up there in terms of being a most impacted region.
Currently,
yeah.
But what the difference we're seeing in these protests is that they are more widespread,
yeah.
Both in number and both in geography. So I think it will be potentially that other aspects of supply chains are focused on in the future.
Thank you. So I was interested to hear about locking on in terms of individuals locking on to tankers, etc. Roughly what sort of proportion are employing locking on tactics as opposed to just blocking key roads around depots, etc.?
I don't have an analysis of that available.
Do you feel as though the police have been as interventionist as they ought to have been? Have there been occasions where you've been slightly frustrated with police and been a bit more, for want of a better phrase, on it when it comes to intervening and moving on some of these protesters?
Yes, I haven't got an opinion on the police response. We've been working together with them, but I'm really focusing on what would make their role easier. I don't necessarily have.
Do you think all of this disruption has in any way fed through in terms of increased prices of petrol and diesel?
So the types of impact it has had, so it's had impact on fuel deliveries, and the information that I do have for you, has been hard to estimate that, but for example I can give you evidence that for the week ending the 3rd of April there was a 9% drop week on week in fuel deliveries that we have
so the chances are that is likely to have an impact in terms of how much consumers are paying for petrol at the pump.
I can't equate that to an impact on costs. I can just say that was an impact on deliveries. However, the cost of putting in injunctions, for example, across our members, across the different sites, have run into hundreds of thousands of pounds. We estimate, in fact, tipping over the £1 million mark. And our estimate also of the cost of putting in injunctions for local authorities will be that they are spending that. And also the security staff has again been in the hundreds of thousands mark, tipping into the millions. So there's an increase in the cost base, also needing to repair for industry, but I'm not here to comment on prices at all. This is something we don't.
Thank you.